So tomorrow's gonna be exactly 3 years since I started grinding party games, and if you do the math, I spent over 3,000 hours on this game. That is like playing 4 hours a day, every single day for 2 years straight. And honestly, that's pretty accurate since that's all I really did for 2 years. 3,000 hours, when I think about it, is a lot of hours I could have spent doing something else, like learning a new skill or looking for a job. But if I hadn't spent them on party games, I probably would have spent them on something else anyways. And in those 3,000 hours that I played, I've achieved some things that were just dreams to me like 3 years ago, like getting the party games leaderboard or even getting the #1 spot. But I don't really regret spending all those hours on party games because I've had so many unique experiences. One of my favorite experiences was actually being able to meet some of my online friends in person. I went on a trip to Germany to meet some of my party games friends, and I've made some incredible memories there. I was able to meet some of my inspirations like Alice31 and Bot Cheetah, and I got to look at some cool turtles with Sky. Yay! Some of those friends have actually changed my life for the better, making me realize important things about myself, and yet they live in different countries. Party games actually helped me figure out stuff in life, like hobbies and what career paths I wanted to take. It's mostly thanks to this game that I discovered that I loved editing and making graphs. Thanks to party games, I started my YouTube channel, making mediocre montages and highlight videos. Over the past 2 years, I've really improved my editing and my thumbnails, especially in the last 2 months, and it feels great to finally be recognized for it with one of my recent vids hitting 10,000 views. So Hypixel is how I actually chose my majors. My first major was in audiovisual arts because I was attracted to the editing aspect of it. We were learning how to make trailers, documentaries, and so on, but the other classes like graphic design and web design bored me to death, so I just ended up dropping out. My major now is in data science because I'm a nerd and I obsess over data, so if I can get paid for making graphs, please hire me. I feel really lucky because I don't know how else I would have had those realizations, although one way or another I probably would figure it out over time. At this point, it doesn't even feel like I spent 3,000 hours on this game. I discovered so many new things, met so many people, changed my life multiple times, and I can probably pinpoint most of this to Hypixel. That's honestly pretty awesome. And I'm sure some people watching this might have also had realizations thanks to Hypixel. When you have thousands of hours on it, you're bound to have a life-changing friendship or an experience. When I started playing Hypixel 5 years ago, this is not where I expected to be in 2024. I just wanted to play some games and chill, but I ended up meeting lots of people and actually traveling as a result of it. Where I'm going with this is that I don't really regret those thousands of hours at all, and I'm sure most of you have 3,000 hours in something as well. And think about it. Do you really regret it? I'm sure there's other people who also feel this way, who don't regret their thousands of hours, because it ends up being such an important part of yourself. If you're watching this, do you really regret playing Minecraft? At least while playing party games for 3 years, I didn't get nothing out of it. I'm less lost in life today than I was 2 or 3 years ago, so I guess that's one of the good things that can come out of 26,000 arcade wins. But believe it or not, after 15,000 games of party games, it does start to get a little bit repetitive. My main motivation when I started playing party games was to climb leaderboard spots and get new records, but now that my records are getting harder and harder to beat, it's just been a little bit demotivating. I've also just had no one to pass for the past year, so I've just been climbing a different leaderboard instead. At this point, I'm only grinding wins to keep my #1 spot and because I want to be the first person to reach 20k wins, but after that, I don't really care if I lose my spot. I want to focus more on YouTube anyways, so there's no way I'm keeping the #1 spot. I also really think Juke deserves it at this point. Of course, I'm going to keep playing party games, but I don't think I'll be grinding it as much. YouTube has been really promising lately, and the support has been wild, so I want to see where I can take this. Have any of you also had life-changing experiences? I'd love to hear about them because I find it fascinating how Minecraft can actually do that to someone. Feel free to share this to someone who's had a similar experience, and hopefully they find this inspiring as well. I'm going to be releasing more of these story videos in the future, so like and subscribe if you find this kind of content interesting. Also, sorry if I've been eating my words, recording this while being sick was not fun. Alright, bye!